Welcome to the class 7 students. This is the continuation part of the chapter excretory system in humans. In my previous video I have talked about the process of formation of urine. I hope you have understood that topic, and today I will move forward with the next topic, which is artificial kidneys, that you will find in page number 82 within the box. Okay, now what is artificial kidney? From the name only you can understand that it is a kidney, but not a natural kidney, or not the natural organ that is naturally present in our body, but it is artificial. How and why artificial body is needed? Okay, does everybody contain artificial kidneys? No. What are the conditions that require the incorporation of an artificial kidney in a person's body? Look at your book. Kidneys play an important role not only by filtering the blood and getting rid of the waste products, but also by balancing the salt levels in the body, controlling blood pressure and stimulating the production of red blood cells. So what are the functions of kidneys? Firstly, the functions are not just what we have till now read. What we have read till now, we have read that kidney filters the blood and makes excretory substance known as urine, which is basically or mainly formed of nitrogenous waste, but it has other functions as well. It helps in balancing the salts of our body, salt-water balance of our body. It also helps in controlling the blood pressure, and it also helps in the production of RBC. So these are the different important, not just important, very very important functions of the kidney that it plays in our body. But then what will happen if a person have a faulty kidney, a kidney which does not work properly? Look, a person can lead a normal life with one kidney. So you all know that there are two kidneys in a person's body. Two kidneys are doing all these important functions. But suppose this kidney, one kidney in a person's body is not working. Then what will happen? All the work will be done by this kidney. It will exert a pressure, work pressure on this kidney, but work will be done. It will not be a very difficult thing to do. Maybe the person has to go through some restrictions so that this kidney also does not fail, but work will be done. But what happens if this kidney also fails? Both the kidneys are not working. What will happen? All these important functions of this person's body will not be done. The person's body will not be able to produce urine, which is basically giving out the nitrogenous waste materials. And what will happen? Accumulation of these waste materials within the body will become toxic. And also the other functions like balancing salt water, controlling blood pressure, all these functions will also not be performed because both the kidneys have failed. What will happen? A person can lead a normal life with one kidney, but when both of them stops functioning, it can prove fatal if no treatment is provided. The word fatal means deadly, that means which can lead to death. Deadly, which can lead to death. So if both kidneys are not working, this condition can lead to death if no treatment is given to that person. Okay, so what can be done in that situation? An artificial kidney or a dialyzer. An artificial kidney, or also known as a dialyzer, I am sure you must have heard of the process known as dialysis. So this dialysis is basically done by this dialyzer only, which is nothing but an artificial kidney. Okay, so an artificial kidney or a dialyzer is a machine used to filter the blood of a patient whose kidneys are damaged. This process is known as dialysis. So basically the function, whatever function the natural kidneys of a person's body does, when a person's body has lost both the kidneys are non-functional, are not functioning properly, in that case a person has to go this process of dialysis, and this dialysis is done by this machine known as dialyzer, which is basically an artificial kidney, and it does the same function only of filtering the blood and excreting out the toxic materials from the body. Okay, so this is what you will get the picture of a dialysis happening with the help of a dialyzer in your book only. Okay, so this is what dialyzer is. This is how dialyzer works. Okay, now we will move on to the next page. There you will find the composition of urine. There you will find the composition of urine. In page number 83, in the box at the top, this is the composition of urine. What are its components? See, urine is a transparent yellowish fluid. Obviously, you all know that urine is transparent and it is yellowish in color. A tint of yellow is there, but the yellowness becomes much more if the person's body is suffering from dehydration, because in that case the concentration of water becomes less while the concentration of the waste materials becomes more, and it becomes a very concentrated urine, thus increasing the yellowness of the color of the urine. Okay, so it is a transparent yellowish fluid. Yellowish means a tint of yellow should be there. In normal composition, it consists of 95% water. Number one, what does it contain? 95% water. It contains 95% water. Next, what are the other constituents? Urea. Number 3, chloride. 4, sodium. 5, potassium. 6, creatinine, and other dissolved ions, inorganic and organic compounds. Okay, so this is basically the composition of urine. It consists of 95% water and rest 5% is made up of these. What are the rest 5%? Mainly urea, then chloride, sodium, potassium, creatinine, and lastly some dissolved ions, inorganic and organic compounds. So this is the composition of urine. You will have to learn the composition of urine very well because it can come separately as 2 marks question. So here you all know that mainly 95% water and 5% all these inorganic and organic wastes. Okay, so I hope this part is clear to you all. Next, under did you know, you will find that you should drink plenty of water to keep your urinary system healthy and strong. So previously I have also told you that not drinking enough water makes our body dehydrated, and that is not a normal condition. And what happens, an unnecessary pressure falls on the kidney and the urine that is formed is very concentrated, dark yellowish in color, which is not a normal thing. Okay, so I hope today's topics are clear to you all, and in the next video I will talk about the common disorders of the urinary system.